Hello and welcome to the Downsized Dish. My name is Laraine Durham, and this is the show where we talk to people who are on a GLP-1 weight loss journey with GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, semaglutide, and tirzepatide. I've lost over 50 pounds on the GLP-1 medication tirzepatide, and in this series, we talk to people just like you and me who have lost weight too. So before we get started, I hope you will like and subscribe to the Downsized. We create content every day here at the Downsized, so I hope you'll come along with us for our news and all GLP-1 related content. Also, I want to mention that I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice. We're just talking about our personal experiences. Okay, today we'd like to welcome Vicki to the Downsized Dish. Welcome, Vicki.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Yes. Well, Vicki, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 63 years old. I'm a mother with four kids. I have two grandkids. They're 18, 17 and 18 now, 17,
Mhm.
19. And I love my family. I just uh, have always been a little overweight here. And I started a journey in 2024, April 18th, to bring down A1C, really. And
Okay.
the side effects have brought me down 66.9 pounds thus far. So
66.9. That's a lot. That's a
yeah,
lot. And now, are you type 2 diabetic or were you just trending up with the A1C?
pre-diabetic, I was like 6.9, and it
Okay.
just kept going up. I thought I'm going to do something with myself. I was really heavy, 233 is what it was, 233.3. And I was started listening online to things, and they said if you just stop drinking soda and walk, then you'll lose weight.
All
So I
right.
started in January doing that, and I was trying to be really good about it. But when I went to the doctor in April, I was still gaining weight, and I said, "I'm trying, I'm eating, trying to eat better, da, da, da." Said, "Don't you have anything that'll help with weight loss?" And she says, "You wanna lose weight?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't just worried about the A1C here."
Yeah.
And so she said, "Well," she got out her little chart and said, "Well, I think UHC will cover this for you. I don't know what the cost will be. So if you wanna try it, go ahead and try." And, she put it in, but it wasn't ready for a week. They didn't have it in stock.
Hmm.
And so a week later, I went and it was $465, something like that. I thought, "Oh my gosh, I can't do that." And the pharmacist said, "Go home, download the Eli Lilly coupon or whatever."
Hmm.
And so I did that, went back, and it was 265. And I thought, "Okay, I still kinda have high, but I gotta try something." I mean, I like you've always talked about, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and the Tops. So I thought,
Yeah.
well, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I did, and it worked. And then the next time I went to get it, because I guess you have a deductible for your pharmacy,
Yeah.
it was down to 95. And then so every
Oh,
time it would go down until January started again. And
that's
so it was working, but slow and steady wins the race. I have to remind myself.
yeah. So, I guess you were on Manjaro?
Yes, I'm on Mounjaro, and then when I was putting that money out, I thought, "I really gotta put in the steps, and stuff," and I was just using my phone at the time for tracking steps, and I ended up
Mhm.
getting a smartwatch so I could really, really track.
Yeah.
And, just little by little and then finding things on the website, but I don't know, I guess I'm really shy, I don't know, I don't think I'm shy, but I am, I guess, because I just can't see. I mean, this is really an oddity for me to do this.
Oh,
I just thought 15 months into this, but I'm ready to maybe start sharing just m maybe to help me be more accountable for what I'm
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, people love to hear stories, I mean, just like yours. So what dose of Mounjaro do you currently take now, Vicky?
I'm at 12.5. I had the doctor appointment on Friday, though, and I'm going up to 15. My food noise is back.
Is it?
Just yeah, and I mean, I can eat a little bit the house almost, and I'm still hungry. I try to go for the protein or whatever, and 2 hours later, I'm hungry again or whatever, and I'm trying to do the protein, I do like, well, I don't know. Yesterday I did Olive Garden, ended up with chicken parmesan. So, okay, so I did have some spaghetti with it, but you know.
And that's okay. That's okay. Um, any difference in eating Olive Garden today versus before you started on the Mounjaro?
Well, I mean, for a while it was it you could have just most of the time I would take home half of what I ate. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
was just because I just seemed to be more hungry. I still brought home some because there was 2 patties with this one instead of just 1.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, I just thought, "Well, I'm gonna try the 15 and just
Yeah.
see, and I
Well,
can go back down like what you did," you know?
how much more weight do you want to lose, Vicky?
I don't really have an end goal. I mean, my kind of what I'm leaning towards that I'd kinda like go to is just 11 more to 155. I'm only 5'1",
Okay.
so I should go down more than that, but when I look at the BMI charts and they're talking like 120 or whatever, I don't see that happening. You know,
Yeah.
I don't wanna get discouraged and then just say, "Well, that's not happening." So, I don't know, I'm gonna go for 150. I usually just do it in a 10-pound increment. Okay, let me try to get to 165. Let me try to and then see what happens.
Yeah, little goals are great. That's a great way to look at it. You know, BMI charts are so they're just hard to look at. So really you have to find the weight that you feel where you feel the best and where your doctor agrees. And you know, the chart is a guide, but you know, it's kind of outdated, I really feel like. Um so let's see. So how long have you been on? You've been on what, 14 months?
No, April 18th of 2024, and we're in July, so that would be 15 months, I guess.
15 months. Okay.
Today
Okay.
actually would be the oh, no, we're on the 13th. Never mind, I don't know what it's thinking.
Well, let's show some before and after pics of Vicky. Tell us about these pictures, Vicky.
Well, this is in 2022, the one on the, green shirt, well, the bluish green.
Mhm.
The other one was 2019. I was at a bowling alley with my friend. So you
Mhm.
can tell, I've just had, big on my gut, on me and such.
Yeah.
And the one with the stars on it was taken in September of 2023 in
Mhm.
Nebraska. I'd gone up to see my cousins.
Mhm.
And then about the same time I took the medication is the one sitting in the chair there. And I don't know, you can kind of tell a difference in my face. My I have a chicken neck now, but I'm going to wear that proudly.
Yeah. And, how about these? What are you doing here?
So my grandson graduated here in May. So I went to his graduation in Arizona,
Very nice.
and I was able to wear those pants. I was trying really hard to wear these size 16 uh, pants,
Mhm.
capris,
Yeah.
and got them on. So I was able to do that. And then the one in the black shirt was Thanksgiving 2024, November
Okay.
2024. And
Mhm. So you're
so
kinda
it's been
midway there. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, very
And
nice. So what oh, and tell us about the blue dress?
that's just my swimming suit. It's a
Oh,
swimming
swimsuit.
suit for Chase's swim party. I
Uh-huh.
couldn't wear a swimsuit really before so
Uh-huh.
much. And so that was wearing a swimsuit at his party.
Well, very nice. Very nice. Um, I was gonna say something, well, it got away from me. Um, what are some of the health implications? How has this journey in losing this weight helped your health?
Well, um, I'm hoping it will, for sure. I'm still on Atsorin, something like that, and Losartan or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Those haven't gone away. I still have medications that way, but I just feel better. I'm able to move. I mean, I can go paddleboarding now. I can do just different things, travel. Um, drive flying down to the graduation. I didn't have to put a seatbelt on. I mean, an extension on.
Yeah,
Just little
little things like that.
things like that. But my dad died at 53.
Oh,
So I hear Christopher people talk about, my parents died and I don't want to do that. My
yeah.
mother died at 57,
Mm.
and I'm a widow. My husband died when he was 49.
Oh, I'm
And I
sorry.
just figured it was my demise. I just figure,
Oh,
well, I've lived a good life and I'll
oh,
just go. And I wasn't, so I didn't much want to. I didn't plan to do this, so much because I just figured my demise was just, every time I hit 53, I was like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And then I hit 57. But my brothers are the same way. They can't believe every time they hit that too.
Oh my goodness.
And, like, oh my gosh, we made it, you just can't believe it. But I think it's a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
And, and, so this has given me a new lease on life because I'm not wishing myself dead or anything like that. I don't mean to say that, but I just
Right.
accepted. I just accepted it. I've done everything I could do. I did the Jenny Craig. I did the tops. I've did. What else
Yeah.
can I do? I mean, this is c'est la vie,
Yeah.
and now I feel so much better. I just can't believe, and I don't want my kids to have to take care of me and be in a wheelchair and be doing so. I don't want them to have their life taking care of me. I want to
Right.
be able to be as self-sufficient as long as what I can without their, let's, you know, you guys just
Yeah.
finished that cruise and I looked at going on that with y'all.
Yeah.
And, but my family, we're all going on a cruise, the Royal Caribbean on September 14th in 2 months here. We're
Oh,
going to
nice.
Canada down
Oh.
to, San Diego. We've been planning it for a while. My daughter's going to be
Mhm.
40. And
Uh-huh.
so we had already planned that a year before, all of your things, but we're going to try to do yours. Anyway, that's exciting to be able to do that and go on that with the kids. We're all going, you know.
Do you live
So
in the Midwest, Vicki? Where do you live?
I'm in Utah. I was born in Akron, Ohio. And so
Okay.
a lot of these content people, Michelle is from Ohio. And then I
Mhm.
think the girl that you just talked to the other day was from Ohio.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm in Utah now. We lived in California from 72 and 93 and
Okay.
then moved here since then. But
Very nice. Very nice. So you're closer to the cruises out of California than Florida, I guess.
right. Well, my daughter, one of the daughters, um, so my son is 41. I have a daughter who's gonna be 40, and then I have twins that are gonna be 39.
Oh, wow.
And one of them was a massage therapist, and she actually was on Carnival Cruise. And so she got us all on a cruise way back. Gosh, it was like 2007, and she got
Mhm.
us a good. And we had gone to Nassau and Key, Key West and stuff.
Yeah.
And we did that, and I'm excited. I don't care. I'd do that again, but this time we just wanted to do something on this side, I guess.
Well, nice. That sounds great. Um, let's see. You talked about getting a watch to track your steps. So, how many steps do you take a day? What's your exercise like?
Well, I try for 9,000 steps a day. Sometimes I get 14, sometimes I'm lucky if I get 7,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
try for the 9. And I just try not to beat myself up if I can't, I'm just I don't
Yeah.
know. And then when it's so hot, 100 plus degrees or whatever, you just don't want to do anything. You
Yeah.
know, I used to do a lot of water aerobics way
Uh-huh.
back 10 years ago, and I
Mhm.
really enjoyed that. And I kind of stopped, and then I got the swimming suit and I went to the pool about, oh, I don't know, maybe I don't know when, but anyway, my 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 ladies fell out in the middle of the thing.
Oh no.
And I looked down, I couldn't believe it, and I was so embarrassed, so I just have not gone back. I'm just like, I got a different swimming suit, the one that you saw there.
Okay. All
It's
right.
more higher and stuff, the
Same
zipper.
for me.
But, I'm just mortified. I just can't believe that happened, so, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It happens to all of us, right? At one time or another, we have those wardrobe malfunctions, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, water aerobics is great, especially when it's hot. It's 101 in Utah right now. Is that what
Yeah.
you mentioned?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, 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 very hot. So we just go, like, in the evening,
Yeah.
8:30 to 9, and then sometimes when I get up at 4:30 and try to walk, but, I'm just nervous to do that because I don't wanna get kidnapped or anything like that walking down the
Yeah.
main street or anything
Well,
like that. I just don't wanna do that.
dark. I mean, it's dark at that time, right?
It is.
I used to get up and early and do some stuff like that, and I'm like, it's a little disconcerting out here in the dark. So, yeah, maybe at night when it's cooler, or you know what? maybe try the pool again. Yeah, but those are all great. Do you use your watch for other things besides steps? You track your activity or your
Well,
your
my heartbeat, or,
yeah.
blood pressure, things like that. Um, if I'm finding, I think that if I use it for the timer to say how much I'm swimming or whatever, or if I'm
Yeah.
walking in, it takes away from my real steps because it's monitoring the other, and I don't like that. So I don't know if there's a different one I can buy that won't. Wait a minute, I still should get credit for what I just did. I felt like,
Well, I think you get like activity calories and then like total
Oh,
right?
I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
Do you
I
have an
have Glory
Apple?
Fit. Glory
Oh,
Fit. No, it's an
okay.
Android.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm not familiar with that one. You held it up a minute ago. I thought it looked like Apple. So yeah, some of those when I had the Fitbit, it only gave you like a total for the day, like it rolled everything in. But the Apple Watch, you can separate it out if you want to look at it that way.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm
kind of
not sure
cool.
how yours works. Yours might be able to do that too, but I'm not familiar with it. But it all counts, right? Your body keeps score of all the movement. So you are getting points for it. Don't
That's
worry.
right.
Yeah. But I know I like to start my watch when I start a workout because I want to get credit, right? I want to
You want,
get
you
the
want
credit.
credit for that. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Did you have any side effects when you started the medication?
Well, I was just extremely tired when it first started. I thought, oh my gosh. But I had to I said, this for $265, I got to walk. So I would make myself walk, even though, and then but the inflammation went down. And so
Yeah.
just the difference I mean, on my mailbox, it's just 4 houses down. I couldn't even walk there to get my mail. Just to
Wow.
walk there was a chore.
Yeah.
I would leave it sit there for 2 weeks before I'd even run and go get
Oh
my
no.
mail.
Oh no.
And, now I can, I at least gonna do that and go get my mail.
Yeah.
And, just having the inflammation, uh, decrease
Mhm.
was so helpful. I didn't even realize that, like the food noise. You didn't even realize that somebody it was talking to you. You didn't even realize your knees and your joints hurt. You just thought it was just the way it's supposed to be. And it
Yeah.
isn't.
Right. It feels so good when it stops, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, for sure. So, the fatigue, are you still fatigued now that you've been on it for a while, or has that
No,
no?
no.
That's good.
But I haven't had really, I mean, I, I have no diarrhea, really, no constipation. Sometimes just
Yeah.
nothing very big. You just take Pepto-Bismol or
Yeah.
papaya thing, and you're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah. Easy to manage the symptoms. Um, well, you were talking about going from the 12.5 to the 15. How often in your journey did you go up in dose, on your way up to the top
Well,
dose?
I used to feel like I went too fast. Now, I am nervous to do this because, it's the end of the road, really. But
Yeah.
I I had 2.5 for probably each time about 2 months. When
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
look at, here I am 15 months into it,
Yeah.
and the 12 seems to be the least. When I got the 12, that one, I will say to you, gave me sulfur burps
Huh.
and sulfur toots,
Uh-huh.
and it was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is just really weird," little. I haven't
Yeah.
felt that before, but now it's almost as though I'm back to square one and never took anything on it, and it's been
Yeah.
almost 3 months because it was a 3-month supply.
It sounds like your body adapts quickly to each dose as you've gone up. Um, but you know what? That top dose is there for a reason. So definitely, if the food noise is coming back, and of course your doctor says it's okay, it's fine to go up to that top dose. And we know lots of people who have stayed on that top dose um, for a year, 2 years, and continued to make progress toward their goal. So, also keep in mind that in 2026, hopefully, there's going to be some other new GLP-1 medications that come out. So, we're not that far away from 2026. So, if you get to that 15 and, a year from now, there might be other options available to you. So, I just keep going. I like what you said about when you first had to pay and you were motivated because you had to pay the $265. That is a big motivation, right? When you're
I
paying.
felt like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Weight Watchers was what, $30 a week or whatever. And
yeah,
I don't know. But well, Jenny Craig, that was probably the most expensive thing with all the food coming
with
to
the
you and that
food.
kind of thing. But
Yeah.
I think that has a lot of salt in it still too, the Jenny Craig and stuff.
Yeah, and it was all, like, prepackaged. It wasn't, like, fresh food, you know what I mean? So, that wasn't it was just a way to control that food portion, just a way to control the eating, because it's all about the eating, right? I mean, the exercise is great. I'm a big exerciser. It's good for you, good for your heart, but really, if we can't control the food, then that's
Yeah.
the whole key.
Over at one of the malls here, they have free yoga on Wednesday nights, and I did try to go and do that, but I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't do this on the floor and get up." So I'm going to try chair yoga, I think. But I have this trampoline, and what I do kind of jump on that a little bit. But what I do, it's a mini tramp, is
Uh-huh.
I lay on my back because it's just so much better, and then I do my leg lifts and stuff on the trampoline versus the floor, and that
Oh, that's
just
a
it's so
good
much
idea.
better on my back and do my
Yeah.
leg lifts and then move, right to left or with my legs and stuff.
Yep.
And I think that's really helped my waist go down.
Yeah, it's great through the flexibility too. That's a great idea because it's not so hard on your
Yeah.
back and stuff to lay on. Yeah, I talked to one lady who does a class in New York City on a mini trampoline. Like they have a bunch of mini trampolines and they're all like jumping on it for the exercise class, which I thought was really cool. But
That's
yeah,
good.
I like the yoga too. And you know, sometimes those yoga classes in a big open setting like that can be a little bit more intimidating than a yoga class in a studio or a gym. So um, you might give yoga another try at some point. It's great for flexibility. Um,
Well, I thought I was so much further along and so much more. Oh my gosh, look at this. I can go up the stairs. I can do this. And then so in my
yeah,
mind, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm doing so good. I can do yoga. And oh my gosh, that was very, very hard. But on the floor and trying watching the people get up and make themselves look like a mountain. And so I'm like, I can't do this. This is crazy.
well, and it's a I don't want to say a journey, but it's a journey, right? Everybody's
It
at a
is.
different part in their practice, and everybody's at a different level in their fitness and exercise. So, you just find something that you like to do that works for you, and just keep at it. And little by little, you'll see improvements. So that's great. What are some of the things that you eat?
Oh, yeah. I, I, steak. I like tuna. I like cottage cheese, which I know is not your favorite.
Yeah.
Um, um, I do the yogurt. I have nuts, berries. Um, I have the lemon protein drink, to put in, and I add it to the yogurt sometimes to even get that extra lemony taste.
Mhm.
Um, Asparagus. I love asparagus. I like that. Um, just
Yeah.
tacos. We love tacos. It's
Yep.
got the
Being on salad.
lettuce and
Do
yeah.
you do you cook for yourself?
Well, not normally. I mean, I used to we ate out all the time, which is part of my demise, as you would so say. But since this, my daughter and I, we try to eat more at home and do like the tacos and do like, Costco has those um raviolis that have the
Mm.
chicken and the spinach inside of it, and
Mhm.
that's 14 grams per serving or whatever. So we
Yeah.
you do little things like that because that is really simple, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Do you track your calories or
I
protein grams?
used to.
Mhm.
I did at the beginning. I would watch and see, um, but I feel like, and I probably should do it again, and that would probably help move some. I don't know that I'm in a stall so much, but it would. I don't know, just be more engaging. Be more engaged.
I mean, it's always good to, occasionally check in and see where you are. Weight Watchers, they had you track. I
Right.
was tracking
Right.
on Weight Watchers forever. So, but yeah, I feel like, if I get a little off, it's always good to see what's actually going on if you write everything down. Sometimes I forget, I forget about the snacks maybe I had when no
Right.
one was looking. Um, but yeah, it can definitely be helpful. So, what was your highest size, and what size did you get to now?
Well, um, clothes are just so funny. You just never know. But I was 2X and such before, but I think I'm large. I'm not medium by any means, but large, I would say. And the those capris that I got are kind of like a jean, really. But
Yeah,
those are 16,
yeah,
and I don't know. I might be able to be in a 14, but I don't know that I can go
yeah.
much less than that right now.
Yeah, so you're kinda on your way down still. So have you gotten rid of any of
Yes,
those
I
bigger
have, but
clothes?
I've got a lot more now to go as well.
Yeah.
And, I keep and one of the things that I can say to people, anybody doing this,
Mhm,
is, go ahead and treat yourself and buy clothes as you go down so that when you look at the pictures later, because I said, "I'm not buying clothes, I'm still going down." And so in September, my Aunt Grace had passed, and we had a funeral for her, and I was looking at the pictures to see because I sent them to you guys,
mhm.
and I was wearing still my big clothes, and so you couldn't tell anything. I mean, the same thing.
Yeah,
So I feel like, yeah, you should treat yourself to at least 2 outfits that
yeah,
you can feel comfortable. Like, I just thought, "I'm not doing this. I don't have the money to pay for this and keep buying clothes and stuff." But now I mean, I probably have like 6 pairs of shorts and that I've got that I can actually wear. I actually skirts. I haven't worn skirts since I was 14 years old.
well,
And I get to wear skirts. I have green and pink and multicolor and black and some shorts, some bike shorts to walk in and
nice,
stuff.
yeah,
And I'm glad I did that now.
yeah. It's nice to get things along the way so you can see your progress and celebrate a little bit, right? And
Right,
be able to see it in photos. I think that's
right,
really helpful.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
And you don't have to spend a lot. Just get,
right.
at least 1 or 2 outfits or something so that
Yeah.
you can see it.
Yeah, I think it's important. Christopher and I went to, Goodwill and bought jeans. Like, every time we'd go down on a size, we'd be like, "Well,
Right.
let's see what's in the Goodwill today," and we'd flip through the racks. So that was a good, low cost way to find something new. Um, so yeah. So, do you have any other tips for people who might be just starting or might have just found this channel and be like, "Should I do this? I don't know." You have any tips for them?
I'd just say do it, and I would say, I listen to Barb, uh, and how she says, she always felt invisible, like it didn't really matter what she was doing or whatever. So I've felt that way. And so I didn't
Yeah.
embrace making a channel or doing anything like this.
Yeah.
Whereas I wish I would have started at the beginning. I thought, big deal. I'm just losing. Yeah, I didn't trust that it was going to work to begin with. I just
Right.
thought this isn't going to be. So go ahead and just take your measurements. Just if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But
Right.
start at the beginning and measure and stuff because down the road you'll wish that you had a.
Yeah, measurements are a great check. You mentioned Barb. I think you're talking about health at any cost.
Yes, I am.
Yes. So Barb's a big friend of our show. She has a great YouTube channel and blog called Health at Any Cost, and she's really really inspirational. I'm glad that you watched her channel. She went from over 400 pounds to 120. So, and she and I had that conversation when we were on the cruise, talking about she always felt invisible, and now she felt like people saw her, and that was um, so different and so different to get used to. So I'm glad you can relate to that.
Yeah, she said that, and I'm like, "Well, that's me. That's why I didn't." This is a weird thing to have me even reach out to you. Will you? Can I start this? So that way I could be accountable. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea, but today there's a first day for everything. You mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, you're doing great. Like, you're making great progress. You know, uh, it sounds like your side effects have been pretty minimal, and you're getting some exercise. You're eating the protein. You're doing all the things, so you have a lot to be proud of. So, congratulations on your weight loss. You're doing great.
Well, thank you so much. And fiber or apples are a great source of fiber too. So I do, and I buy the apples that are already pre-cut. I don't want to cut them,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I don't like to cut things
I,
either.
yeah, I just buy them pre-cut. It's just
Yeah.
so much easier.
Yeah. Well, those convenience foods can make it a lot easier to eat fruits and vegetables. Right now, in the grocery store, they've got them pre-cut. You just
Right,
open up, cook them, or eat them, and it makes it really convenient. Good.
right,
Good.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Vicki, so much for talking with us today. I've really enjoyed talking to you. Again, congratulations on your weight loss. You're doing a great job. If anybody out there would like to come on the Downsized and tell me your story, you can send me an email to Laraine@thedownsized.org. You can also join us most Wednesday nights for our live show, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we also have a website called thedownsized.org, where we've got links to our Amazon store, we're Amazon associates, links to our cruise, our upcoming 2026 Downsized cruise that we mentioned a little bit, and links to information and our newsletter. And there's a bunch of great stuff on there. So I hope you'll check it out. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And I think that's all that we have for today. Well, thank you again, Vicki. It's been great talking with you.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for watching. I'm Laraine Durham for The Downsized. See you next time.
Bye now. Thank you for your time.